don't do that. Don't do that. So, no. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're here for the first time, you can get to know me by going back to one of my first videos when I'm introducing myself and I'm explaining what this channel is going to be about. Today you're going to learn 4 simple steps how to do your meal prep. So let's get started. Step 1. You're going to need to prepare all of your tools. So you need some boxes. It could be any of them. I got one of the glass ones with like a bamboo lid. I do not actually recommend them if you're planning to take your food away. So for example, if you're going to work and you use it as your to put it into your lunchbox, I wouldn't say that it's ideal because the lid, there you go. The lid is very loose, I would say. So I would probably recommend to get boxes that got like a clip at the end to secure your food, make sure that it's not going to fall out in your back. The other thing that you will need, a very simple kitchen scale. I like the digital one. It's very easy to operate. You can change the preferences of the unit, so you can do it in grams, you can do it in pounds, you can do it in ounces or anything like that. So it gives you, like, all of the basic one gives you this selection. You will need a book where you can just write down all of the numbers for the food that you're going to weigh. And simply, you also need an app to help you track your food. I am going to use, on this example in this video, MyFitnessPal, because I have been using it for so long now. So that's about the step 1. Let's get into step 2. Considering that you've counted your calories, if you haven't yet, go back to my channel, click on subscribe, because that's going to be one of the videos that you can see on my channel very, very soon, where I'm going to explain how to count your calories to reach your goal. So let's say you've got your calories counted already. Now what we need to do is basically plan ahead. So what you're going to do is search for like some meal ideas, something that you really like, because your diet, you should be really flexible with your diet. You should enjoy it, because only this way it's going to be sustainable. So most of the meals like out there, when you will Google them, they will come with nutrition facts, aka you will get your calories, you will get your macronutrient split, and sometimes you will also give you the micronutrient split as well. So once you have your ideal meal that you're going to have for lunch, next thing that you're going to do is to weigh your food. Step 3, how to weigh your food. So in this part, I'm going to explain you how to weigh your food to get the most accurate result. So first of all, I'm going to use the chicken for this example. Please do not mind the preparation now of that chicken. I am not planning to cook it yet, so I will wash it after, before I'm going to cook it. So what you're going to need is some bowl, and you're going to place it on your scale. You're going to turn your scale on, and it should show 0. Okay? If it doesn't, make sure that you zero your scale before weighing your food. One important thing, make sure that you weigh your food when it's fresh and uncooked. So let's say I'm going to use my chicken. I'm going to put, let's say, 3 breasts, because I'm planning like my meals for 3 days. And my scale says that it's 270 grams. So what I'm going to do next, to make sure that I won't forget the number, I'm going to write it down in my notes that I had 270 grams of chicken. Now, when you will cook that chicken, and let's say like you're planning your meals for 3 days, right? So when you cook that chicken, you are going to split it in these 3 meals. Now, because the meals are just for you, you don't have to weigh again when it's cooked and then split it into 3 even portions, right? Because you're going to eat that food, you can just basically do it like visually. Like, okay, like it looks roughly the same, because at the end of the day, you are going to eat this food. So if you're going to have this like few calories less on one day and few calories more the other day because the portion weren't even, it doesn't matter, because your calorie balance will be zero at the end of the week. So I hope you understand what I mean. Step 4, how to log your food. So in this video, we are going to use a food tracking app called MyFitnessPal. I'm sure most of you will be familiar with it, but you can choose any app that will help you to track your food. So let me show you how to do it. So what you're going to do, you're going to open the app of your choice. As I said, in this case, we are using the MyFitnessPal. I'm going to go to my diary, and it will show up with the food that I need to track for today. So what you're going to do, you're going to add food. Let's say this was my lunch, so I'm going to track my lunch, and it was that my chicken breast was 270 grams. Now we know that this is the portion for, let's say, 3 meals. So 270 divided by 3 gives us 90 grams. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put chicken breast, make sure that it shows as uncooked. And very important in here, when you have a look, double check the calories, fat and protein that it shows you, because sometimes you will find that there is a lot of product on the app and it just doesn't make sense. So as you can see, it, like when you look at it at the first side, you'll be like, yeah, it seems pretty okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it to 1 gram, and I'm going to put that I had 90 grams. So that's one way of doing it. Let's say you've got a product that is scannable. So let's say I'm going to have my chicken and I'm going to make it as a tortilla. So in here, I'm just going to use this tomato wraps. And at the back of this, I've got the barcode. So as you can see, you've got also an option to scan a barcode. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to scan it in here. In here, I'm going to change it again to gram, and I'm going to put that at 60 grams. Let's say I'm going to have my wrap with some vegetables. So for example, I'm going to put that I'm gonna have red peppers. Of course, make sure that you will weigh it before. And let's say I will have like a 60 gram of peppers. You will notice that the vegetables don't have actually that much calories. That's why I always suggest to my clients to eat as much as they want, because especially when you're on a calorie deficit, like there are very little in calories, but it actually fill up your plate and will fill you up. So put as many vegetables as you want on your plate. I would strongly suggest that. Okay, so we are going to like add it. Let's say I'm just have like some cheddar cheese. Again, make sure that you weigh your prior. So I had 40 grams, and let's say I had mayo with it. So let's say I had 20 grams of mayo. Okay, once you weigh all of your food, you've inputted to the app, because you are going to have this food for the 3 other days, or maybe this is one of your favorite foods that you're going to repeat for a while. What you can do is just save it as a meal. So what you can do, you will go click on the edit button in here, and you will select your lunch. As you can see, it's selected in here, and you will go again at the top on these 3 dots, and you're going to either copy today, so you can copy to the next day. So let me show you that option, copy today, and I will go for tomorrow. That's one of the options. Or you can save it as a meal if you feel like this is one of your favorite food and you're going to have it often. It's going to make it much more easier for you to track, because you're already gonna have it saved as a meal, so you don't have to put all of these details. They're gonna be already saved as a meal. So in here you save it as a meal, and let's say we're gonna name it a chicken tortilla wraps. Perfect. You save it, and it's there. You can just go view my meals and it will show up in here. So as you can see, I've got a few of them added because that's the kind of food that I eat quite often, so it saves me time for tracking. So as you can see, tracking is not really difficult. It doesn't take a long time. You just need to do it once and you're all good. So let's say if a week after I want to have this food again, I will go add lunch and I will go to my meals and it's already there. All I need to do is click and it's logged in for you. So this is how simple it is to meal prep and track your food. Tip, make sure that you don't track your exercise. If you will track your exercises through the app, basically, let's say if you had your food, you had like 600 calories for your lunch, but you exercise and you burn 200 calories, then the remaining part will show you that you actually got 1800. So please make sure that you don't do that, because especially when you're on a calorie deficit, it's going to bring you on the calories maintenance or surplus, which you really want to avoid. And that's it, guys. Just in these 4 simple steps, you've learned how to do your meal prep. Was it easy? Of course it was. So what are you waiting for? Go to your kitchen and start getting your meals ready for the next few days. How about that? Did I convince you? I hope I did. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, let me know what else you would like to see on my channel, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to see you in my next vlogs. Thank you.